Hello, I'm Cerberus Dark One, and on this month's What's on eShop, we'll have a look at a surprise double direct, a new game chart, and August's new releases. Starting with this peaceful, endless Zen landscape game. It's got an incredibly low price, but I think the art style looks great for such a little game. Explore the wonder of the Japanese countryside. Demo available in Natsumon 20th Century Summer Kid. So basically you're causing trouble as a 10-year-old. Which brings us to the strange town of Barnsworth in Thank Goodness You're Here, where you play as a travelling salesman roped into completing puzzling odd jobs for the locals. This is very much in the style of British humour, and weirdly also bundled with Untitled Goose Game. I guess they have a similar theming, which adds to what seems to be August's theme of everything has a bundle. A little to the left puts their latest DLC into an extra tidy bundle, as does Sam & Max with the final remastered Telltale game and complete trilogy bundle. Original Doom gets bundled with Doom 2 for yet another enhanced version, this time with mod support. The individual listings of these games have been removed, but if you have either of them you can download this bundle for free, which I guess is nice. Also, Dredge brings out its second game expansion, the Iron Rig, adding all 3 DLCs into a complete edition. The much awaited Cat Quest 3, demo available. This looks great. It's got all 3 quests in a fantastic trilogy. And finally we have Daddish, with all 3 games in a collection rather than a bundle. Does this mean the Switch is coming to an end, when everyone starts putting all their games into bundles? There's still a few good games left, like Vivid Lope, a 3D tile painting puzzle game. Kinda reminds me of some of the bonus stars from Mario Galaxy. Could be a nice little puzzler. Mika and the Witch's Mountain. 15% off until the 20th of September. I've downloaded the demo for this but haven't played it yet. It looks charming, like Kiki's Delivery Service the game. I like that film. Another game about a friendly witch in a small town, Magical Delicacy. A wholesome cooking game with casual platforming as you set up shop for spells and magic. Definitely a cozy type game. As is Minami Lane, a cozy casual management sim where you build your own street with homes, shops and attractions to keep the residents happy. Only 2 to 4 hours playtime, but also a really cheap price. I happened to watch someone play the Steam version of this not so long ago. It's not bad. Castaway, another short and charming game. This is a pixelated action-packed adventure that definitely has some inspiration from the Zelda series. Which brings us to Stumble Guys, a free-to-play game that clearly has more than a little inspiration from Fall Guys. Could you say too much? Next we have a sequel to the WiiWare classic, World of Goo 2. Wow, WiiWare. This is bringing back memories of the Wii Shop. Nothing makes me think more of the Wii Shop than World of Goo. One of the best games that wasn't from the Virtual Console. Talking about blasts from the past, we've got my personal pick for August, SteamWorld Heist 2. And of course there's a bundle. I remember when they first announced Heist after Dig, and I wasn't too sure about the change in direction, but then it became my favourite SteamWorld game. This has been on my wish list since it was announced. I don't have it yet, but it's very near the top. Crypt Custodian sees you as a banished cat ghost charged with cleaning up the afterlife. Hang out with other doomed ghosts, solve puzzles, complete dungeons and battle bosses as you try to undo your eternal banishment. And finally we have the story of the Smiling Man in a brand new Famicom Detective Club game, following the successful remakes of the 30-year-old originals. This has a demo where you can play the first 3 chapters with a save file transfer to the full game, if you get it. But now we're going to investigate the top 10 new release chart. And surviving at 10 for a second month, Raft Simulator, dropping 2 places to 9 for Little Kitty's Big City. Delivering at number 8, It's a Truck Simulator. A Puzzling Thief takes number 7. A New Resident settling into number 6 on Minami Lane. And the bid goes to number 5, What an Auction War. Flying into number 4 at Witch's Mountain, It's Mika. Escaped into the top 3, What a Backroom Horror. Check out number 2 for the business owner of a supermarket. And that means we have a brand new number 1 for August. So thank goodness you're here.
Is he looking for something to do?
I've been sucking this pipe all morning, and then I realised it's yours with
Ah, Bessie's sick as a pig.
with no meat.
Now you gotta wait for that useless locksmith.
Larry.
Florence! Solid!
Oh, you're messing about with that thing, aren't you?
Before we finish for August, let's take a look at the double direct we had on Tuesday. First was Indie World, with Balatro getting some crossovers in a free update. Peglin, the strange pachinko RPG. It's a weird but interesting style of game. Pizza Tower, the game inspired by early Wario games. And to me it looks like an old CD-ROM game based on some kind of 90s cartoon show. And Pico Park, this is like Box Boy the Chaos Edition. All these games are available right now. Neva looks great, from the creators of Gris, about a woman and a wolf cub. It kinda reminds me of Princess Mononoke, another Ghibli film, releasing in October. And the Sea of Stars DLC coming in spring. I need to get around to this game, it's still on my wish list. Then we had the Partner Showcase, with Castlevania getting in on the August bundle trend for a DS collection, available now. As is Tetris, putting all their old games together, coming later in the year. And in the last Direct, Capcom revealed a fighting collection. Now they have a second one. I haven't played any of these old fighting games, but even I'm getting excited with all the hyped fans. There's yet another Atelier game. They make so many of these. I did want to try the Riser trilogy at some point. Dragon Quest III Remake still looks good. I'm hoping for a Builders 3 one day as well. Star Overdrive looks really interesting. It makes me think of a cross between Xenoblade and Starlink Atlas, coming next year. Yeah, there's some good games here, but you can see why they decided to sandwich the two together. I think we could do with a revamp of Directs heading into the Switch too. I don't know why they keep wanting to present them as children's shows, but that will do it for this month's What's on eShop. I'll see you next time.
Hey, who turned out the lights?